What's going on, everybody? David here, back with another video. So today we're going to do a stimulus package update, and this is, I didn't script anything here. I have a few things that I'm going to show you. We're going to talk about the tweet that President Trump just put out about an hour and a half ago. Lindsey Graham also tweeted yesterday, so we're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at our calendar just to see where we are in this process, and that's what we have for you today. But if you can do me a favor, please hit the like button. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell notification. That way you'll get notified anytime we put out a video. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this calendar here. So looking at the calendar, we know on the 24th, the president received the bill. So he has it in his hands. He can sign it if he wants to. He can veto it if he wants to. He physically does have it. On the 25th was Christmas. We didn't hear much. We saw the tweet, which we'll talk about, from Lindsey Graham. And now we're the 26th. Unemployment insurance expires today. So the unemployment benefits that people were receiving, they're not going to receive it anymore. It did expire. And we were hoping that the president, I think everyone was hoping that the president would sign the bill, miraculously sign the bill on Christmas Day and allow for these benefits not to expire. But unfortunately, that's not the situation. So looking at Monday here, Monday the 28th, we're looking at the government will shut down at 12 a.m. Tuesday morning. So we will be looking at a government shutdown if we do not get a continued resolution. So that's something that we're going to have to focus on. I will update this with other activities as we see them, but we do have a few other things going on. I need to update it right now. We do have a vote on the defense spending bill on the 28th. And then we also have a potential bill that will just have the $2,000 stimulus check in it. So that's what they're talking about, doing that on Monday, the 28th, which is my birthday, by the way. So that's what we're looking at. The calendar, that's what the calendar shows right now. Now let's go ahead and look at this tweet. So Lindsey Graham was golfing with the president yesterday on Christmas. And by the way, why is the president golfing right now? I get it. Okay, the 25th is a holiday. Maybe you go out for a round of golf. But he's been golfing in the last 3 days. And this is a time where people are really struggling, and he's part of the reason why they're struggling. He's saying that he wants more money for them, but he's not doing anything as far as getting the senators in line and getting the senators to want to move forward with this. You have Democrats that want to move forward with this $2,000 stimulus check, but you have Republicans that don't. So why is he not rallying his troops to get them to the table so we can vote on a $2,000 stimulus check? I don't understand it. It just does not look good to be out there golfing when people are struggling. It really doesn't. And when things are going to be expiring, we have a bill. We have a bill that's been approved by the House and the Senate, sitting on the president's desk, and he's out golfing. It just does not look good. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what Lindsey Graham is saying here. After spending some time with the president today, I am convinced he is more determined than ever to increase stimulus payments to $2,000 per person and challenge Section 230 big tech liability protection. Okay, when it comes to liability protection, I'm not even going to focus on that right now, but let's just look at the $2,000 stimulus check. The $2,000 stimulus check that we're talking about. The frustration that I have with this whole situation right now is the fact that the negotiations from the start were set up to fail. And I talked about that. I'm telling you, if you go back, watch my videos in June and in July, the negotiations were set up to fail. You did not have the key players in the room. At that time, Nancy Pelosi, Mark Meadows, Stephen Mnuchin, they were in the room. That's it. Chuck Schumer came in the room every once in a while. Those are the people negotiating this deal. You didn't have Mitch McConnell. You didn't have the president. And so now they've worked through this whole thing. They have a bill in front of the president on his desk. And now he's saying, oh, you know what? $2,000 stimulus checks is what I wanted all along. Well, why didn't you say that? Why didn't you come into the room and say, look, $2,000, take it or leave it? But now, in the 11th hour, you're holding things up and saying, I want $2,000 for the American people. That's great. We like that. But you should have been fighting at the appropriate time, not now, because now it's gotten to a point where you're holding things up. You're not helping the matter. So It's just amazing to me. Now, Lindsey Graham, by him putting out this tweet, he's basically saying, look, the president's not going to change his mind about this $2,000 stimulus check. He's not going to change his mind. So either we're going to go with it or we're not going to have a bill. And so we'll have to see if some Republicans come on board and say, hey, look, let's move forward with something. This $2,000 is not going to go away. So this is going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Now, we do have a defense spending bill that was vetoed by the president that Congress is going to be voting on tomorrow, voting to override this veto. Now, this can have some ramifications as well. The president vetoes a bill, and then it comes to Congress, and they override his veto. You think he's going to be happy about that? Absolutely not. So the president might dig in deeper and really not want to move forward with the stimulus package and the spending bill. So this is a real interesting situation that we're in. And so we'll have to see what the politicians do, how they handle this whole thing. But I mean, I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't. But the only thing that I could go back to and say, look, we knew, or at least I was looking at it and saying, this negotiation is just not normal. We don't have people that should be there. And so, of course, we're giving the president the opportunity to step back and say, well, I didn't know what was going on. Or, I mean, it's one of those things where you shouldn't be saying that because you're the president and you should be in charge and knowing what's going on and dictating what needs to happen. But in this situation, he's saying, I mean, the $600, everyone knew that there was a $600 stimulus check in this bill. Everyone knew that. You could have spoke before the vote. Why would you wait until after the vote? It makes no sense to me. Okay, let's see what the president tweeted. He tweeted this about an hour and a half ago. Made many calls and had meetings at Trump International in Palm Beach, Florida. Why would politicians not want to give people $2,000 rather than only $600? It wasn't their fault. It was China. Give our people the money. So there's the president's tweet. He's still blaming China. That's beside the point. But like I said, when it comes to the president, you should have known that this $600 was on the table, and you could have spoken up about it before all this played out. And then maybe we would have been in a better situation. We would have that $2,000 in place of the $600 approved and ready to go. People would be receiving checks starting Wednesday. But now we're looking at a situation where that's just not going to happen. So this is just, I mean, it's just one big mess. And when you're looking at how government is running, it's amazing to me. This is the worst crisis that I've seen in my lifetime, and that I think most of us could say we've seen in our lifetime. And our government is not there for us. They are not there for us. So I will be putting out another video later tonight, so about 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to start doing this 9 a.m., 9 p.m. thing, so we'll be putting out 2 videos, so I'll give you a recap later on tonight. But this is just, it's amazing to me. I want to know what you guys think about this, so in the comment sections, let me know down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.